welcome to Heroes for Sale. We've come down to the Ant-Man premiere at Liverpool Odeon 1, and I've got Ilan and Day here with me, and we're going to check out the film, and we've got some expectations, haven't we, Ilan?
I have minimal expectations.
Shrunk down,
very
tiny ant-sized proportions.
Yes, Scott Lang sized. But yeah, I don't know, I feel this is going to be very Green Hornet, personally, but I think having minimal expectations is good because it means that I can only be pleasantly surprised.
It's good. What about you, Dave?
I actually kind of agree with you for a change.
Oh my gosh.
I think I've got lower expectations than I have for other Marvel movies, but the character's been rising in kind of the branding is public knowledge, so I think they're going to still do a good job. I think the film will still be decent.
Yeah, another success for Marvel, we hope.
Hopefully, yeah.
No failure. Right, so we're going to go and check out the film, and then we'll come out and tell you what we thought afterwards. Hello everybody, we've just been to see the Ant-Man regional premiere, and we all really liked it, apart from Ilan. I mean, it was a great movie, but Ilan, maybe let's kick things off with you. This is a spoiler-free review, by the way, so
I can't actually tell you why I don't like it.
Maybe, I think you can bring up that point about...
I know, it was an okay film. It was nothing special in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow. Okay, alright. Okay, well, I thought the storyline, if it was just to look at it as an independent film, as a storyline, I thought it was weak, and there were moments that were only there for fan cheers. And there was no other reason for that scene to be in.
They're called crowd pleasers then, aren't they?
The crowd, yes.
I thought
when
it was
the
really
film
good.
is filled with that.
Yeah, no, the great thing for me is that one of my favourite genres is the heist movie, and that was a brilliant heist movie. The setups, the idea of how Hank Pym actually recruits Scott Lang, that was a brilliant moment, and then the actual planning of the heist was good.
But if that was the case, if it was supposed to be a heist movie, they didn't get that clear enough. They didn't get what the intentions were, what the challenges were.
I think they did. I think they did a couple of times.
Oh, look at that! Look at the outnumbering! Look at the outnumbering from both sides.
Except for the 3 or 4 times he does heists in the film.
And he says we're going to go and see.
Yes, but the thing is, you're watching it, and it's like, hang on, he's going to do some effects thing in a minute. He's going to do something, and it's like, hey, he solved it. But at least with Ocean's 11, at least you saw the ridiculously impossible challenge because it's one of the greatest heist films. So what?
No, it's not.
Okay,
Thomas
George
Crown
Clooney.
That's a brilliant heist movie.
Let's not worry about that. This is an Ant-Man movie.
So right, okay.
So go on, Day. You did count
What I really liked was how Hank Pym was included a lot. Like from the trailers and everything beforehand, I always thought he was just kind of in it in bits. But it pretty much is a tag team film with Scott and Hank working in unison quite a lot, and it was interesting to see that. And
Great character, wasn't he? Michael Douglas's portrayal was brilliant.
Yeah, I would really want to see more.
And the earpiece.
If I'm allowed to say something a second,
because it makes Hank look like it makes him look like old and decrepit, and all of a sudden, that's how he's talking to the ants, which is pretty good.
I do like the fact that Michael Douglas wants it more. There are things to like in it. I don't hate the film. I just didn't think it was particularly amazing. It wasn't on par with the rest of the Marvel films. But I did like Michael Douglas' role. I did think that it was good to see Michael Douglas in that kind of role again, because obviously I think he's faded a bit in his kind of like film career, but it's good to see him in a heroic moment.
But,
the humour was good as well throughout the whole film. Like in the trailers, it seemed to be better delivered.
You spent
in
a lot
the
of
film.
time breaking the fourth wall, you mate. It's just like that. Yeah. Anyway, so forget about these two. Let me tell you about the humour in this thing.
Been reading too much.
It was.
Deadpool.
Yeah, you have. He loves Deadpool, by the way. We mentioned that. So yeah, go on. Sorry, humour.
Yeah, there was
you just broke the 5th wall. You broke the wall of the 4th.
I shouted. The roof's gone.
We're in the macroverse.
Macroverse is here.
It's shrinking.
Great humorous.
The humour was delivered better in the film than in the trailers. So some of the jokes you'd seen in the trailer worked better in the film because of the pacing and stuff. I thought it was really funny.
Because I
was genuinely funny. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I liked that some of the humour kind of, because I thought the best moments were going to be in the trailer. I thought they were going to think, oh, okay, we looks like we've made a bad movie. Let's just stick the Thomas the Tank Engine bit in the trailer, and then everyone will love it.
Better in the film,
yeah, exactly.
And it's not a spoiler. He loved it. It's not a spoiler to say that this is another great step into an obscure realm for Marvel. Like with Guardians of the Galaxy, everyone's going, what are they doing?
It feels like that. Like fresh, but there's still some ties to the Marvel Universe. So
I think that in 5 years' time, we'll look back at that film and say it was kind of like the Fantastic Four in a sense, where we enjoyed it at the time for a bit, but it isn't a great film. Sorry.
No, I think it's got a lot of parallels.
It wasn't Ocean's 11.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't an Ocean's 11. It wasn't even an Ocean's 12, mate. Jesus. Okay, so just to sum up,
Super Ocean's 11.
that's your 3-word review.
12.
I think.
Ocean's 12.
Have you got a 3-word review that isn't Super Ocean's 11?
Words escape me at the moment.
Words
Disappointing.
escape me.
Disappointing. I'm going to say disappointing 3 times. There you go. Disappointing. Just say small each time.
Wow, really funny. Wow, really funny.
Ant-Man, see it.